Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is the third Saturday of the month. That means it is Mad About Mini paper pads. So today's paper pad that I'm using is actually from Cartabella. It's called Travel Stories. It's from 2015, and I just loved the colors in it. So the reason I chose it was because in my photo, uh, it's not a bullseye board, the dartboard has like that kind of orangey red and green color to it, and I thought that that would be a good start. That being said, I actually dug into some of my pre-made backgrounds. I did one night a long time ago, which tells me I need to do it again, is bust out my jelly plate. I do love my jelly plate, and it's super fun to play with. And I'm pretty sure that Joann's is going to have some paint on sale for Black Friday. So I think I'm going to get some of that to go with that, because I don't have a ton of paints, but paints work really well on the jelly plate. So this was a gel print that I had made, and it has kind of that same kind of orangey red and green in it, as well as some blue. So that is going to be my background piece. And then I decided to take 4 pieces of the paper pad and put them on kind of the angle off to the side, because my jelly plate, I think, is 8.5 by 10, 8 by 10. I think it's 8 by 10. So it had a large gap space to the right, and I think that using these small paper pads was a perfect way to do it. So I did 4, and then instead of finding another paper to go with it, I just decided to go ahead and use the blue again for the bottom. Now, this is a pretty funny little screenshot I have. So this was something that my son had posted his senior year of high school. And it says, so the top part with the guy throwing the dart, it says, "Me choosing my college major." Now, the picture on the bottom has a guy looking at 6 different computer screens, and it says, "Me choosing new wheels and tires." In other words, he's going to take more time deciding what wheels and tires his truck needs than what he's going to do in college, which is funny. It's not true, but it was really funny. I screenshotted it because it made me laugh. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this screenshot, because I don't want to cover up like a ton of my gel print, but I got to get my picture on there, and then it looked funny like to cover up the little triangles that I made. So it's going to kind of go in between, kind of offset. So I did feel like my photo needed to have a couple of layers. So I went ahead and took the scrap pieces from the ones that I used. So didn't really get a whole lot of mini paper pads used up on this one. I did use 3 whole pieces of paper. No, 4. 4 pieces of paper. But, I mean, 4 is better than none, right? And this blue page definitely gets used the most. So these little corner bits, little triangles that I'm taking off now, I'm actually going to use in the corners of the other side of the paper, just to bring a little bit more pattern paper over there. And I think that if I hadn't had cut this and just had these little pieces hanging out here, I don't think that I would have done any, I don't think I would have put anything on those corners. I don't think it's necessary, but I think it adds a nice little touch. So I'm going to put those on there. I've decided the placement of my photo, and then I'm going to do a little bit of embellishing. So this is an ephemera pack from Echo Park, and it's called Teen Spirit. It's the frames and tags. And you know, this screenshot screams teenage boy. So I thought it was perfect. So I pulled out several of the tags, and I pulled out this frame. I wanted to bring a little bit more of the orange in because I didn't use any of it to map my photo, so I just bring in a little bit of extra. I also found a couple of banner pieces that I'm going to put up there at the top, and a kind of, I don't know, maybe title piece. It says "This is your life," which I was like, oh yeah, this is totally the title of this page, even though there's like tons of stuff on these tags. One says let's party, let's get this party started. One says be you. One says way cool. The one that I put down by the title at the bottom says so epic. And then I had pulled out a couple of other things, and I'm just going to see if there's anything that goes. And I see this bright yellow, literally. Now, there's a little bit of yellow in the embellishments, and there's a little bit of yellow in the background. Not a ton, but a little bit. And I just was like, yeah. I think when I saw this, I was like, oh, really? Really, literally, you know, I figured it was close enough. So, going ahead and actually going to make that my title, just because it's big and it's in your face and it's kind of the obvious title. But my first thought was, this is your life, because it is, you know, I mean, that's him, right? So I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything down. I am going to grab some baker's twine, and I'm going to use the green and the blue, and I'm going to put them in all 4 of the tag holes. And then I have those Bow Bunny puffy stickers over off to the left. I kind of felt like I needed to bring a little bit more yellow in, and so there's a couple of yellow and white stars. They're not quite as bright, but I think they still work. I would have preferred them to definitely have been kind of that same vibrant, bright yellow that is in the title. But to be honest, I just didn't flip through all my stuff to try and figure that out. So, so these, these kind of off yellow, I don't even know what the word, they're almost tan, I mean, but those puffy stickers are going to go on in several places. And then I'm going to finish it off with some black splatters, bring in some more of that black. And that is going to do it for this layout. So down in the description box below, I will have links to everybody who is playing along with Mad About Mini paper pads. And I hope you are playing along too. And I do hope you got more than 4 pieces of 6x6 paper used. But if you only got 1, congratulations, you are a success. Because the whole point is to use it. So even if you used one little 2x2 square from a 2x2 pad, you have completely nailed this challenge. So I got a couple of close-ups for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I love to chat with you. I love our YouTube community and all the wonderful people that do the videos as well as watch the videos. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next month. Bye.